Okay, I want to get straight into this really. I've been impressed to do something on space and silence, so a little bit different. I have got a beautiful piece of Mangano calcite with me. It's the biggest one I've ever seen actually. It's very comforting, nurturing and soothes emotions, soothes the mind and the body. Now the silence and the space are synonymous with each other really. To access silence is to know the space. A couple of questions I've scribbled down. Have you lost your silence? Now we live in a very noisy world as such, but essentially that silence can still be there. Another question, have you ever known the silence? What restricts you from gaining the silence? And we put restrictions on ourselves really. So, to gain the silence is to calm the emotions and the mind. Now a good way to do that is, as you are looking at this video, hopefully a lot of you will, you focus not just on the video itself, focus on the space between you, the looker, and the video. If you can take your eyes away, so this is with the sense of sight, to the space between you, the looker, and the video. Now that space contains all potentiality. That space is everywhere. There's no difference between the space that you're looking at now to the space 100 miles away. So you take your focus away from the objects to the space. Now within that space there can be the sounds of the lower worlds, the material worlds. It can be the noise, the communication on a physical level, but also on an energetic level. But beyond those lower noises and communications, there's the higher planes, and they exist within the space, just of a different vibration. So you take your identification away from all those lower noises and energies, and what you're left with is the spiritual world of impression. Divine mind, divine love, divine will. And then, slowly, you come in to a silence. Now within that silence, you also become the point at the centre of the circle. Now, the point at the centre of the circle, you can say, relates to the eternal now. So it's timeless in effect. So, accessing the space and the silence accesses the timeless world. So beyond the lower mental, beyond all that stuff, that chatter, there is the soul, which is causal, which is timeless. It's the same soul 1,000 years ago to what it is now. That same soul has run through all that time. It is timeless, and it will carry you to the future as well. So, when you apply your third eye to the space, this is slightly different. So you've accessed the space. You've felt the silence. You apply your third eye to the space, which is etheric in nature. You can transcend time and distance. You can heal through time and space. So, I mentioned sight. There's also the other two senses, hearing and the ability to listen, and also touch, to feel. So these senses you apply to the space. You listen to the space. You feel the space and you look out into the space. If you close your eyes, you're into your inner worlds, your inner space. So if you close your eyes, how does that inner space feel? Is it silent? Is it full of noise? So just take 3 breaths, slow. Exhale any tension or negativity and drop deeper into your inner space. As you do, the soul will appear above your head. It's a brilliant sphere of light. And you feel that stillness and that silence. Now open your eyes upon the space. The space that surrounds you. Now within that space is also called the presence. Within the presence it contains all wisdom, all knowledge. Now you're looking into the space via your third eye and your physical eyes. Your soul is above your head, so you're now relating inner space to outer space and back to inner space. There's a circulation. What wisdom can you gain from the outer space? Just give that a thought. Now this space and silence will give you realizations, will give you an awareness, will expand your consciousness. You don't have to live up a mountain or live somewhere really quiet to gain the silence and the space. You just have to access the higher vibrations within the space, allowing the others to just drift away. Now the results of that will be, on a physical everyday life, you'll be good at whatever you do. You'll find an increase in your creativity, ability to laugh. You'll work things out better. And that will be the connection between spiritual worlds and the physical worlds. You'll be bringing spiritual worlds into the manifest world. So, I think we managed to access the space today, and I'll leave you to experience that. Thank you.